Hey, Remangled here, and welcome back to the channel where you never know what you're gonna get, so let's get to it. So, a while ago I posted this TikTok. And basically a lot of people wanted to know like what happened to this mod, where can people play it, why it was never released, or why it's no longer available, and like what it was about, and just some stuff. So I thought I'd just talk about it here, because it's a really interesting story of like why it's never got published. I should probably split this up into like 3 sections, like what happened to DDLC Tea Time, why it wasn't published, what it was about, and will it ever be published. So let me start with what it was and what it was about. So Doki Tea Time was a mod that I made in around 2016, somewhere around 2018 and 2019. I don't really remember, but I was in 8th grade at the time. And me and a couple friends, we were really into Doki Literature Club. Like, we made the literature club in school, and we would like dress up like the Dokis and call each other by DDLC names and stuff, but it was weird. But anyway, we were really into DDLC, and I was really getting into game development. We had like an obsession with Doki fan mods. Like, we played like a bunch of them. Like Rain Clouds was a big one we liked. We liked Lift Club, obviously. But this is like our first mods, and we were just trying to like find an idea that like we all kind of liked. And like eventually they kind of dropped off it, and we didn't just come up with an idea for a mod, but I still kind of wanted to make the mod. So I made this mod called Doki Tea Time. It was like a little mod. It was not meant to be like serious. It was like a joke, honestly, making fun of like a lot of the big things that were happening in like 2018. Like, let me tell you what the mod was about, so you'll probably see where it connects. This was the opening screen, and as you can see, this wasn't meant to be like a serious mod. It was kind of like for laughs. And so basically what it was is, instead of the literature club, there was a YouTube club, and all the girls were YouTubers. If I remember correctly, Sayori had a DIY channel. I don't know why. I think it was called Sayo DIY, but like, I don't remember exactly. She invited MC to join the club, and then all the girls were kind of there too. I think Natsuki ran a gaming channel. I forgot what that was called. Yuri had an ASMR channel. I know that for sure, because it was just, I don't know. It was just weird. And Monica was a beauty blogger, and Monica's full name was Monica Delete, which was like delete, but with like a fancy accent, and it was kind of funny. And basically Monica was the president of the YouTube club, and they would just do collabs and film videos and stuff. It was a weird mod. And basically, instead of writing poems to the girls, you would get to make videos with them. So like, you can make gaming videos with Natsuki, ASMR with Yuri, whatever. And there were actually many games for that. Like, sometimes you would get to see your video at the end. It was kind of a cool game mechanic. And also, there would be like, you could make your own channel. So like, if you didn't want to hang out with any of the girls on like a given day, that's fine. You could do your own thing. I don't know why. There was like a point value to the choices you made, and if you got like a lot of views, then a lot of the girls would take notice, and then they would fight even more over you. It was a really weird game mechanic, but it was actually fun playing it and trying to get like MC to like, I don't know. And the other thing that was in it, there was like a lot of like, instead of like the DDLC drama normally, there was like, Sayori was just trying to get subs, kind of. It was kind of funny. And I think Sayori was also the vice president of the club, so she was trying to get like the girls to stop fighting, because I'll say it in like 10 seconds, but a lot of the girls were fighting. So Natsuki and Yuri had YouTube beef for some reason. I don't even remember like why exactly, but they were beefing. And I think at one point Natsuki made a diss track about Yuri, and Yuri like clapped back. It was really weird. But like, I think they made up at the end, depending on which route you took, which I'll get to later. Monica wanted to be, okay, here's where things get interesting. Monica wanted to be the only YouTube channel ever. Like, she wanted all the subs, she wanted like all the stuff. She wanted to be like the only channel. So Monica was trying to delete all the other channels, like Sayori's, Yuri's, Natsuki's, and whoever else's. And then like, we had like a cool little screen that was kind of like an interactive YouTube with like the way Renpy was. I had one friend helping me, kind of with like the graphic stuff. and we had that because I'm like not too good of an artist. Well, at least at the time I wasn't. I got a lot better now, but back then I wasn't. So we made like a nice graphic screen, and it looked like YouTube, but all the videos were Monica, and it was called Monica too. It was weird. Anyway, besides that, yeah, Monica wanted to be the only channel. So basically what would happen is, instead of like what actually happens in DDLC, instead of like getting deleted or whatever, they would get their channels deleted, I think, and they would get their wig snatched, which was, I don't even know, but we had a lot of bulge sprites of the Dokis that we just wanted to put in for fun. And what else happened? There were 3 different endings of the game. The first one was that Monica just deletes everyone's channel and you get that cool Monica tube thing. And basically you would get to like click into videos, and we made a few. I don't know if they're still on YouTube, because I think the account that it was linked to got deleted once we left the school. I feel like it's kind of like now an inside joke that I have with like a few of my friends, like, oh guys, remember Doki Tea Time? And I don't know, I just feel like it's cool that only a few people got to see that, because I don't know, but like at the same time I kind of wish it was published. But now for the last part, will it ever be remade, or like in any way, shape, or form? And the answer is, honestly, I don't really know. Like, it took me like, I think like half a year to finish the mod. Maybe not even, like maybe like 4 months, because I worked on it a lot, like at home, at school. The thing is, a lot of the jokes were outdated. A lot of those trends that like we poked fun at in the mod are like deader now. So like maybe I might do it again, but just like adapt it to like now, I guess, if it makes sense. And the other thing is, I wasn't all too proud of the mod. Like, I was proud of like the gameplay of it, but story-wise, it just felt like a little too memey for what I would like. That's why I liked Doki Coffee Shop so much, because the gameplay of that mod was, and the story of that mod was, and I just liked that mod. This mod just felt like really, really overly memey. There was a story, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there could have been a lot more done with this mod. Kind of. But yeah, that's the story of Doki Tea Time. I don't know if it qualifies as lost media, because like only a few people have seen it, like a good maybe like 20 people. But yeah, and maybe, who knows, I'll remake it, possibly. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you stayed this long or liked this video, please leave a like and comment if you would want to see this mod ever again. Or if you want me to talk about like DDLC, Coffee Shop, the FNAF mod, or even, I have like a whole bunch of mods that I could probably go into detail on, like why no one will probably ever see that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye, got a vent.